The Philadelphia Eagles, a name that's been dominating conversations this season. But before we dive into their unstoppable momentum, let's give credit where it's due. Saquon Barkley has etched his name in history by smashing the 2,000-yard milestone. That's right, only the 9th player ever to achieve this incredible feat. Leaving the New York Giants was a bold move, but clearly it's paying off in ways no one expected. This isn't just a big deal, it's monumental. With the playoffs around the corner, the question remains: will the Eagles let Saquon break even more records, or will they play it safe? The buzz doesn't stop there. This isn't just about individual brilliance, it's about a system that knows how to win. Saquon's explosive plays, week after week, show why he's one of the most feared running backs in the NFL. With the Eagles locking in the number 2 seed, their strategy moving forward could shape the entire postseason. Whether he gets more carries or rests for the big stage, one thing's for sure: Saquon Barkley is a game changer. The Philadelphia Eagles didn't just build a team, they built a force. Even without Jalen Hurts, this team has found ways to dominate. What makes their offense click, and how do they keep delivering against all odds? But before we get into that, hit that like and subscribe button for more NFL content. Let's aim for 300 likes on this video. The Philadelphia Eagles have set the tone this season with an offense that refuses to back down. Without Jalen Hurts leading the charge, many expected their performance to dip. Instead, they delivered one of their most convincing wins, crushing the Dallas Cowboys with a staggering 41-7 scoreline. Let's not forget, the Cowboys aren't pushovers. They've been solid with recent wins against teams like the Buccaneers and Commanders. But the Eagles? They made it look easy. The secret to their success? It's not just one player, it's the entire unit. From the offensive line to the receivers, every piece of the puzzle fits perfectly. Devonta Smith stood out as a key playmaker, finding gaps in the defense and making tough, contested catches. And when paired with A.J. Brown, who dismantled one of the league's top corners, Darren Bland, this duo proved they are unstoppable. Their chemistry and ability to make big plays under pressure are what make this offense terrifying. But it's not just about the passing game. The Eagles' ability to adapt and thrive without their star quarterback shows the depth and resilience of their roster. With Jalen Hurts expected back just in time for the playoffs, this offense is poised to reach a whole new level. When it comes to the ground game, the Philadelphia Eagles are nothing short of dominant. Their run game isn't just good, it's lethal. In their latest showcase, Saquon Barkley was absolutely electric, rushing for 160-plus yards with an impressive average of 5-plus yards per carry. Every time he touched the ball in the second half, it felt like a highlight waiting to happen. It's no surprise that he's on the brink of breaking the single-season rushing record, a feat that would cement his legacy. What's truly special about this run game is its balance. The offensive line deserves massive credit for creating openings, but Saquon Barkley takes it to another level. His ability to find the gap, burst through, and break tackles makes him one of the most explosive players in the league. The synergy between Barkley and the line is a masterclass in execution, and when the playoffs arrive, this dynamic will be a nightmare for opposing defenses. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't just winning games, they're playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. Under the guidance of Kellen Moore, their offensive strategy has evolved into one of the most unpredictable in the NFL. Mixing explosive passing plays with a relentless ground game, this team keeps defenses on their heels. It's no wonder they're gearing up to be one of the most feared playoff contenders this year. With Jalen Hurts expected to return, the Eagles are set to unleash their full arsenal. Imagine Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown continuing their dominance in the air, complemented by the return of Dallas Goedert at tight end. Goddard's ability to stretch the field and make critical catches adds yet another layer to an already unstoppable offense. Pair that with the precision of Hurts, and this team becomes nearly impossible to defend. When it comes to defense, the Philadelphia Eagles have set a new standard this season. Ranked number 1 in the NFL for total yards allowed per game and a top 3 team in points allowed, this defense is a force to be reckoned with. What makes them so exceptional is their balance. This isn't a team that excels at just one thing. They dominate in pass rush, run stopping, and secondary coverage, making them one of the most complete defenses in the league. A lot of the credit goes to their defensive mastermind, Vic Fangio, whose creative schemes have transformed this unit into a powerhouse. The Eagles are ranked in the top 12 for total sacks this season, and it's not just about the numbers. Their ability to pressure quarterbacks consistently forces hurried throws, creating opportunities for the secondary. This relentless pass rush disrupts opposing offenses from start to finish. But the defense doesn't stop at pressuring the quarterback. Zach Bond, having an all-pro season, anchors the run defense with big plays week after week. Add a front seven that is nearly impossible to penetrate, and you have a unit that can shut down any rushing attack. The Philadelphia Eagles secondary is the definition of lockdown. With a combination of seasoned veterans and rising stars, this unit has elevated the defense to elite status. Leading the charge are cornerbacks Darius Slay, Cooper DeJean, and Quinion Mitchell, who have been nearly impossible to beat. Slay continues to play at an elite level, while rookies DeJean and Mitchell are proving they belong in the big leagues, making critical plays week after week. Safeties Reed Blankenship and C.J. Gardner-Johnson add another layer of brilliance to this group. Gardner-Johnson, in particular, has been a turnover machine, racking up interceptions, with an uncanny ability to be in the right place at the right time. The Eagles are ranked in the top 10 in total takeaways, and it's their knack for forcing mistakes that has kept opposing offenses on edge. Whether it's a timely interception or a forced fumble, this secondary delivers in the clutch. The Philadelphia Eagles are more than just a top-tier team. They're a dynasty in the making. As they march toward the playoffs, they're peaking at exactly the right time. With Jalen Hurts returning to full strength, a roster filled with superstars, and one of the most balanced game plans in the NFL, the Eagles are set to make a deep run. Their combination of explosive offense and suffocating defense is a blueprint for long-term success, not just this season but for years to come. Looking ahead, the question isn't whether this team can compete, it's how far they'll go. Can Saquon Barkley shatter records and solidify his legacy? Will Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown, and the rest of the offense deliver in the biggest moments? And perhaps most importantly, can this defense continue to dominate when it matters most? The answers lie in the coming weeks as they face the league's toughest competition. Now over to you. Do you think the Eagles have what it takes to win it all this season? Can their balance on both sides of the ball carry them to Super Bowl glory? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're as excited about this team's future as we are, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth NFL content. The Philadelphia Eagles are soaring. Don't miss a moment.